The current health and economic crisis caused by COVID-19 is turning out to be an accelerator of many existing trends, including the rise of conscious capitalism. In the last 18 months, how CEOs and companies showed up is a new and powerful way by which they're measured by their peers, employees, and customers alike. Companies that demonstrate a lack of empathy, that remain silent or self-serving, whose leaders refuse to share in the economic pain, risk finding their brands and reputations permanently damaged. This growing trend is calling for more responsible and caring C-suites, which is at the cornerstone of the conscious capitalism movement. Driven primarily by service rather than by power or money, conscious leaders inspire, foster innovation, and bring out the best in those around them. They keep the business focused on its higher purpose. They also focus on we rather than me and support the people within their organization by purposely cultivating a culture of trust and care. Many leaders nowadays embody some or all of these attributes. Take Hamdi, the founder of Chobani. About 5 years ago, he shocked his employees and frankly the world when he gave them 10% of the shares in the company. People thought he was reckless, that it didn't make any financial sense. Today, the company is the #1 selling yogurt in its category and valued close to $10 billion. Hamdi knew employees were at the very heart of his company's success and wanted to help them thrive in return. And this is good news for Chobani employees as they filed for a potential IPO in July 2021. But how can you grow as a leader to embrace these principles? Well, entrepreneurs like you and I are problem solvers at heart. We're both dreamers and doers and believe in the power of capitalism to address gaps and challenges in the marketplace and the world around us. It is that passion, energy, and sense of purpose that often push us to start a company in the first place. However, according to a wide array of studies, most CEOs today spend less than 20% of their time doing what brings the greatest value for their organization in terms of impact, growth, and revenue. It's true that as businesses grow, it gets more complex. We are then left doing or worrying about day-to-day issues that are not the best use of our limited resources. More importantly, we often lose sight of this original vision anchored around solving a worthy problem for our customers while caring for our teams in a meaningful way. One way to address this issue is to empower a business's single key executive or second in command. An effective second in command, when given the right development tools, can give us the freedom we need to make the best use of our time. It's not about delegating, it's about deputizing and empowering key executives to grow as leaders in their own right. With our renewed sense of freedom and new relationship with time, based on abundance, we can finally focus on being the best leaders we possibly can be. With that in mind, can you think of an employee within your own organization with whom you could build an empowering relationship based on trust and care? If so, can you build simple yet regular communication touch points to share what keeps you up at night and how that person can help you focus on your highest and best use? Finally, what are you doing to better understand your own behaviors, motivations, drive, and talents? As a first step, I recommend taking a behavioral assessment that leverages empirical data, such as the Berkman. This will help you identify the gaps between how you're perceived and what you need to do in order to grow as a leader. With our renewed sense of freedom and new relationship with time based on abundance, we can finally focus on being the best leaders we can possibly be.